Hello, I'm Jonathan Clogston-Wilmot, and welcome to Acupuncture-Points.org, our YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be talking about bags under your eyes, the kind of things that none of us want, but nevertheless we sometimes get, and why you get them, and how you get them, and what to do about it. I'm going to be talking about why you get bags under your eyes, the underlying reasons, and what to do about it. Now, I just want you to realize this video is a little bit longer than some of our videos, because this is a bigger subject than you might think. Bags under your eyes, you just think, well, such an easy thing, get rid of it easily, but no, it's not. There's a bit more to this, and really it's worth your while spending a few minutes understanding the original ideas the Chinese had on this. The first thing we should say is, what are bags under the eyes? Now, I'm not talking about puffiness in the eyelids. I'm talking about the actual area underneath your eye where you get mild swelling, or edema as it's called, in the area of your face, right underneath your eyes, just under here. And they range in colour, well, from very pale to really quite dark. And if they're dark, they can look like sort of dark rings underneath your eye as well. And of course, in that case, you want to hide them behind dark glasses. So, what do they mean, and what can you do about it? It turns out that Chinese medicine has been thinking about this for a long time. And what they do is they have a sort of underlying idea that things in the body connect with other things in the body. And once you get the underlying idea behind this, you'll grasp what you're doing wrong and what to do about it. But a little bit of a word of warning. Of course, you can use surgery, and you can use massive amounts of makeup to treat the eyes and the eye bags under the eyes. But I don't think that's a very good idea. It's not a long-term solution, and it can endanger the skin, which is very thin in that place. The point of view of Chinese medicine, to get rid of your bags under your eyes, you'll probably have to get a bit of healthy living. So let's get on to the underlying reason. Over several thousand years, Chinese medicine has connected up bits of your anatomy to other bits of your anatomy. And bags under the eyes often relate to what the Chinese call kidney energy deficiency. By the way, your kidneys might be perfectly okay. Your kidney organs might be working just fine, but you could still have kidney energy deficiency. And what they thought, and we're talking about the ancient Chinese 2,000, 3,000 years ago, they thought that your kidneys, what they called your kidneys, acted as a repository for templates for you and your body. In a way, it's about like your inherited know-how, including your genetic know-how. And they also thought you had a large but nevertheless finite amount of energy available for your life. This energy got used up, for example, through life as you age. And it could also get used up too quickly by living at the extreme too much, or through serious diseases, especially long-term diseases, or wasting diseases that drag you down and cause you pain and discomfort for many years. Also comes from faulty habit patterns, we'll talk about that in a minute, and a result of bad diet or eating habits over a long period which are just not favourable to your health. And so as it gets used up, certain kidney deficiency signs accumulate. And one of these signs is bags under your eyes. Right, so the first big reason that you get bags under your eyes, because there are three. The first one is that in some way you're out of harmony with yourself, and your kidney energy is just misfunctioning. Now, you may find this a bit old-fashioned. After all, in the modern 24-hour world, aren't we all free, able to work the hours we want, 24 hours a day if we want to? We've got light, we've got heat, we don't need to go to sleep, we can just stay awake and get on with it. But at night, unlike us, the ancient Chinese, they mostly lacked good night. So they had to sleep, and they slept. They would only travel comparatively short distances in a day, so they had no problems with time lag, for example. And the thing is, activities which often separate you from these age-old living patterns of behaviour can lead to kidney problems eventually. So if you're overusing your capacity for absorbing problems, there comes a point when your system complains, and eye bags are one way to show you that you are pushing your luck. Of course, nobody's suggesting that the occasional night out or emergency is going to completely ruin your kidney energy or lead to bags under your eyes. Of course not. In fact, probably a million years of developing evolution, etc., what with the worms and the Neanderthals and early humans and all the rest of it, probably the occasional disturbance is actually quite good for us. A little bit of stress tightens us up, makes us stronger. But if it's ongoing, such as night shift work or up all night through partying, especially when the shifts keep changing, or even where you don't work nights, but you're on an early shift one day and a late shift the next day, this disturbs your sleep patterns. You don't recover your kidney energy, and of course, you get problems. Now, there are lots more examples on our webpage, so please do have a look at that. Can't cover them all in a thing like this. Second big reason is what is called energy overuse. Now, each of us is different. This is hard to diagnose. Most people know when they've overdone it, whereas a good night's sleep will put you back together after a big party out. When you've overdone it, sleep is not enough. It may take a few days of really good rest before you recover. You may need quite a long period of rest and possibly help to recuperate properly, maybe a holiday. But unfortunately, many modern drugs, such as coffee, can hide this. Have you ever looked seriously at your hard coffee drinking friends who work all hours in a caffeine-fueled ferment? They could probably work long hours without coffee, but as you know, what does coffee do? It wires them to higher levels of productivity, or so it seems. But of course, that's a price you have to pay. That price is using up some of your kidney energy. Now, if you look at our page on coffee, you'll find out much more about this. Lots there to consider. The third main reason for bags under your eyes, what's that? Well, it's a big subject, but it's your diet. It's what you eat, what you give yourself. If you want to know more about this, we've got lots of pages on it. For example, nutrition, hot foods, cold foods, damp heat foods, to name a few. But as a quick summary, good dietary habits include eating food that suits you and not the foods that don't suit you. And secondly, taking time to eat the foods. So when you're eating, you chew and digest instead of swallowing it fast. Another good thing is that food, you need to make sure that it's suitable for you. It's not over-refined, it's not junk food, it's not garbage, in other words. And of course, foods which contain healthy fats, such as from nuts and oily fish, these healthy oils nourish your skin, they make it more supple, more resilient, and glowing. And incidentally, they help your eyesight too. Another problem is that we eat when upset or emotionally disturbed, and that makes our digestion not work so well. So there's much more on this, again, on our website, on the page on this. So there you are. You now know the underlying explanation for bags under the eyes, the three main causes. And you're still wondering what to do about it? Well, if you understand the three main causes, you already know what I'm going to tell you, which is, first of all, there is no quick way, really healthily, to fix the problem of bags under your eyes. Although I admit there are lots of apparently quick fixes, which, as I said before, are really only temporary. You need to be careful because you're having operations on that area underneath your eye. It's very thin, it doesn't heal fast, and it often can introduce other problems, one of them being what's called damp. And then you get more swelling, more edema, big problem. Read up our page on damp. So, live less intemperately. Go slow. Take more time to live. Don't rush. Learn to enjoy life with a different rhythm to one you've had before. Eat better food and go slowly. And sleep. Get more sleep. Exercise, yeah, of course, exercise is important. Get pleasantly tired and out of breath from physical exercise. Preferably reduce the amount of makeup you use. Because as I say, that skin underneath your eyes is very thin and easily disfigures, and then it gets swollen and you can get what Chinese medicine calls damp there. So again, big subject, but you need to have a look at it. Thanks for watching. There's more on this on our page, on bags under the eyes, with links to many other important pages too that will help you understand it all more. You'll enjoy them. And then, well, what can I say? Slow down, take more time, sleep more, exercise more, eat better. And don't trust quick fixes. In the long run, they'll probably worsen your problem. So, I'm Jonathan Clogston-Wilmot. This is our Acupuncture Points YouTube channel, and please leave us a like, or even subscribe for more of these information videos on how Chinese medicine helps you get and stay healthy. Okay, all the best.